Welcome back to Grand Sumo Highlights. This is day 4 of the January tournament. The home of Grand Sumo, the Kokuikan, and so far so good for Shin Ozeki Aonishiki. He's won 3 in a row and is one of 8 Rikshi who are undefeated. This tournament, the New Year's tournament, from the Ryogoku Kokuikan. Here are Ryuden and Oshoumi to kick things off. Oshoumi in his second top division tournament, he had a makekoshi but finished strong with 6 straight wins. It's getting harder and harder for 35-year-old Ryuden to hold on to a spot. But a fast start by Ryuden. Yet he can't finish off Oshoumi. Oshoumi hanging on his tippy toes. And he goes for a uchari. What a spectacular move. A backward pivot throw by Oshoumi is successful. And Oshoumi has his 3rd win. Oshoumi has a hard time getting back to the dohyo, but he does have win number 3. And uchari. One of the most exciting moves in sumo. Ryuden gets off to a great start and looks like he's in control of the match, but he cannot finish off Oshoumi. Instead, Oshoumi with a deep double hand inside grip. That's what he uses to hang on at the edge, and then he eventually uses that grip to twist around Ryuden. And uchari. Here are Hatsuyama and Asakoryu. They have never fought before. Hatsuyama still seeking his first win in the top division. He's on the left. Asakoryu moving fast, and he pushes out Hatsuyama to keep Hatsuyama winless. It's an oshidashi victory for Asakoryu. He evens his record at 2-2. Asakoryu using his quickness to defeat a bigger man. Here are Shishi and Asanoyama. They're meeting for the very first time. The former Ozeki and Yusho winner turns 32 in March. Shishi is 3-0 for the first time in Makunouchi. Both men coming in low, but not necessarily hard, and Asanoyama ends Shishi's undefeated streak. He shows his pedigree as a former Ozeki with that suinage. Here's Asa Hakuryu, the other rookie, against veteran Mitakeumi. Asa Hakuryu has had a spectacular debut. He is 3-0, going up against the former Ozeki and former Yusho winner. Mitakeumi gives Asa Hakuryu a lesson. Mitakeumi with an easy yorikiri victory. So that's Asa Hakuryu's first loss in Makunouchi, and Mitakeumi is back to 500, 2-2. Here's Midori Fuji and Tobizaru, 2 athletic, skillful Rikshi, but they're both off to poor starts. Midori Fuji 0-3, Tobizaru 1-2. Both men should use the entire dohyo, so expect a lot of movement in this match. Off they go. Tobizaru with a right hand grip, it appears. Midori Fuji, without a grip himself, he's trying to lift the upper body of Tobizaru. Tobizaru seems to be in control of the flow of this match, but Midori Fuji, can spring a move at any time. Tobizaru moves forward. Midori Fuji with a left hand hineri move. What a beautiful job by Midori Fuji. They call it a sukui nage. So Midori Fuji slipping his right arm inside, and he uses that for the beltless arm throw. He picks up his first win. Our first bout of the day between Tomokaze and Abi. Tomokaze at 1-2, while Abi is at 3-0. He's at his lowest rank in a while. Abi moving backwards and then to the side, and eventually slaps down Tomokaze to maintain his perfect record. It's a Hataki Komi win for Abi. He's up to 4-0. Not a strong move by Abi, but an effective one, as he steps to his right and then slaps down Tomokaze. Here's a look from above. Tomokaze struggling early on in this tournament, and he loses his third bout. Here are Toki Hayate and Chiyoshoma. Mirror records. Chiyoshoma is 2-1, while Toki Hayate is 1-2. Fast start, especially by Chiyoshoma. He did have a left-hand grip, but Toki Hayate is able to counter that by circling around and winning by uwate dashi nage. That's a pulling overarm throw. So both men now at 2-2. But wait, it's not official. The judges get up, so there will be a mono-e, a conference. Here's a look. Oh, I know what they want to talk about. The left hand on top of Chiyoshoma's head. The Gyoji pointed to Toki Hayate, but a mono-e was called over a possible top knot pull. After review, it was determined that no top knot was pulled, so the Gyoji's decision stands. The winner is Toki Hayate. So, indeed, Toki Hayate improves to 2-2. And uwate dashi nage. Next up are Nishiki Fuji and Koto Shoho. Nishiki Fuji added more weight, and the results have been good. He's 2-1. Koto Shoho was the surprise winner of the top division Yusho in July. They come in hard and low, and Koto Shoho drops Nishiki Fuji. That means both guys are now at 2-2. Koto Shoho winning by Hataki Komi slapdown. Koto Shoho has struggled since winning that Yusho in July of last year. Here's Shodai and Gonoyama. Gonoyama packs a powerful tachi-ai, but his lack of a follow-up move holds him back. Shodai looking better to start 2026 than he did to end 2025. Big hit by Gonoyama, as expected, but no follow-up move by Gonoyama. And Shodai is the winner by Tsukiotoshi thrust down. Shodai up to 3-1. Here are Roga and Kim Bozan, both men at 1-2. This is an interesting series. Roga was 0-3 versus Kim Bozan in Makushita and Juryo. But in Makunouchi, it's been a different story. Roga has 4 straight wins against Kim Bozan. Sharp tachi-ai, and Kim Bozan all of a sudden bends a knee. So Roga is now 5-0 against Kim Bozan in Makunouchi. Strange ending to that match. Kim Bozan got off to a pretty good tachi-ai, but then bent a knee. Here's Hirado Umi and Oshoma. Oshoma seeking his longest undefeated streak in Makuuchi with 4 straight wins. Hirado Umi trying to bounce back from a 4-11 record in November. They hit, and Oshoma grabs the arm of Hirado Umi, and when he lets go, Hirado Umi finds himself outside the ring. Oshoma, 4-0 for the first time in the top division. This is his 11th Makunouchi tournament. Here's Fujinokawa and Onokatsu. Fujinokawa surprisingly strong given his small size and light weight. Onokatsu with 3 straight make koshi in previous tournaments. Off they go. Onokatsu with a left hand outside grip. Fujinokawa with a foot sweep. That doesn't work, but it seems to get Onokatsu off balance. Look at Fujinokawa. Continuous movement, and it pays off with a Yorikiri win for Fujinokawa. Once again, the small man surprising a much larger, much heavier Rikishi. And Fujinokawa improves to 3-1 with that Yorikiri. Fans in the Kokugikan love it. Here's Daisho and Tamawashi. They have the same 1-2 record. This is Tamawashi's 98th basho in Makunouchi, which is 4th place all time. Daisho's calf injury seems to have healed. Big hit at the tachi-ai, and down goes Daisho. A powerful Tsukiotoshi thrust down by Tamawashi. That was one of Tamawashi's better tachi-ais. He's at 2-2. Here are Churano Umi and Atami Fuji. Churano Umi with 3 straight kachikoshi, winning tournaments. Entering the new year, Atami Fuji notched his first win yesterday. Getting moved right back is Churano Umi by the big body of Atami Fuji. Now they lock up at the center of the dohyo. This looks like a real struggle. Back and forth they go. Although Churano Umi much lighter than Atami Fuji, these two are very evenly matched. Look at this tussle. Fans appreciate it. Atami Fuji uses his grip and his belly to force out Churano Umi, a Yorikiri. Both men now at 2-2. What an exciting grappling battle that was. Here's Takanosho and Wakataka Kage. Wakataka Kage's knee and neck feel better. He's at 2-1, while Takanosho, currently winless, 0-3 at Maegashira 3. Fast start by Wakataka Kage, and Takanosho on the defensive. Now Takanosho responds. Back and forth they go, and Wakataka Kage eventually is the victor. An oshidashi win for the former Sekiwake, Wakataka Kage. He's now at 3-1. Fast and furious. Up now, Wakataka Kage's brother, Wakamoto Haru, who's facing Kirishima today. Wakamoto Haru has fought hard but has no wins to show for it. He's 0-3, while Sekiwake Kirishima, a perfect 3-0. Off they go, Wakamoto Haru with a pretty good tachi-ai. Kirishima on his heels. Kirishima fighting back, and Wakamoto Haru grabbing the arm of Kirishima, but look at Kirishima trying to extract that left arm. Now they come to a standstill at the center of the dohyo. So who has a second move? Will it be Kirishima or Wakamoto Haru? Kirishima moving back, Wakamoto Haru. Wakamoto Haru caught upright, and looked like Wakamoto Haru ran out of gas. The result is a yorikiri force out for Kirishima. He maintains his undefeated record and is now 4-0. Wakamoto Haru fought hard once again, but is still winless. Here's Hakuno Fuji and Takayasu. Both are at 2-1. Takayasu, 13 years older than Hakuno Fuji. The man formerly known as Hakuoho. They ram into each other. Hakuno Fuji grabbing the arm of Takayasu briefly, but Takayasu, just like his match yesterday, with a judo-like move, and it's an unusual one, Saka Tottari, an armbar throw counter by veteran Takayasu. He's up to 3-1. Take a look at this replay. As Takayasu grabs the arm of Hakuno Fuji and wins with an unusual technique, Saka Tottari. That's an armbar throw counter. Here's Kotozakura and Ichi Yamamoto. 3-0 versus 0-3. Kotozakura's knees feel better, and he's been more aggressive and is undefeated, while Ichi Yamamoto has lost to the Yokozuna on days 1 and 2, then Ozeki Aonishiki yesterday. A clean, hard tachi-ai, and Ichi Yamamoto immediately with a grip on Kotozakura's mawashi. Kotozakura moving Ichi Yamamoto to the edge briefly. Now Ichi Yamamoto gets back to safer ground. Ichi Yamamoto with the left hand outside, right hand inside, but Kotozakura runs out of room, so the Gyoji points his gunbai to Ichi Yamamoto. Kotozakura suffers his first loss. It's a yorikiri win for Ichi Yamamoto, Conversely, that's his first win this tournament. So Yamamoto really had to work hard in this match, but it pays off for his first victory of 2026. Yamamoto, not known as a Yotsusumo guy. He's normally a Tsukiyoshi Rikishi, but he shows that he can fight on the Moashi. You defeated an Ozeki today. How do you feel? My tachi wasn't great when I got inside, but I kept on attacking, and that worked in my favor. When you took the overarm grip, was that something you had planned? We came chest to chest, so I took the grip and decided to hang on even if I was shaken. It worked out well. You faced 2 Yokozuna and 2 Ozeki from the opening days. How has it been? I hadn't gotten a win until today, but I focused on fighting my style of sumo, and I'm enjoying it. Moving on to Oho and Aonishiki. Shin Ozeki, Aonishiki with 3 straight wins. And Oho at Komosubi with 3 straight losses. Aonishiki with his usual low position, but Oho is able to raise the upper body of Aonishiki and drop him by Abise Taoshi. A backward force down by Oho. So both Ozeki losing on day 4. Aonishiki's first loss this tournament and first loss as an Ozeki. Another upset of an Ozeki. Here's a replay. Oho much bigger than Aonishiki, and he grabs the arm of Aonishiki and uses that to raise the upper body of Aonishiki. And that was the key to the Abise Taoshi. You were up against the Shin Ozeki today. What was your mindset? He was undefeated, so I wanted to be the first to beat him. You were briefly on the defensive, but last time you won from a similar position with a kotenage. Was that on your mind? I wanted to create some distance and move forward, but in the end I was able to apply steady pressure and force him back, and I think it went well. Time for the Yokozuna to fight. First up, it's Ho Shoryu against Ura. Ho Shoryu was stunned by Yoshino Fuji yesterday. He'll try to bounce back today. Ura has a 6-9 record in Makunouchi against Ho Shoryu. They met for the first time in Makushita 7 years ago. Coming in very low is Ura, and Ho Shoryu takes advantage as he drops Ura with the Uwate Hineri, a twisting over arm throw. Ura got caught way too low at the tachi. Look at this. Ura trying for an inside position, but it backfires. Uwate Hineri. Our final match of the day is one of the bouts of the day. Yokozuna Onosato against Yoshino Fuji. Yoshino Fuji, at his highest career rank, in only his 4th top division tournament, he beat Onosato when they first met in November. That was Yoshino Fuji's first career Kimboshi, and he won his 2nd Kimboshi yesterday when he beat Ho Shoryu. Now he goes for his 3rd Kimboshi. Big hit by Yoshino Fuji. He gets that left hand outside and drops Onosato for the second straight tournament. Yoshino Fuji has beaten both Yokozuna on back-to-back days of this New Year's Basho. His third career Kimboshi, and he's 2-2 in the tournament. Onosato with his first loss of 2026. Yoshino Fuji faster at the tachiai. He immediately gets the left hand outside grip, and then he plants his right foot and uses that for the uwate nage overarm throw. Beautifully done by the Maegashira one. 2 days in a row, you've earned a Kimboshi in the final bout. How do you feel? I'm just happy to be here again today. Were you aiming for it again today? My body reacted naturally, and the throw worked. This time, instead of getting inside, you went for an overarm grip. What was your thinking there? My plan was to get inside and attack, but he got inside on my right, so I reacted with a throw. So that wraps up another exciting day of Grand Sumo. Please be sure to join us for all 15 days of this January tournament on Grand Sumo Highlights.